How you doing, YouTubers? This is Gabe 2027 coming at you with a review slash overview slash side-by-side comparison of the Inova T4 rechargeable lithium-ion LED flashlight. This is a little bit different for me doing an overview on a flashlight. A lot of you guys are thinking, a flashlight, what for? However, it's a very important thing to have around your house. Your power goes out, somebody's in the backyard, need to find something in a dark area. A good flashlight in the resident is a must. With that being said, this is a fantastic flashlight. Not a lot of people know about it. As I did mention before, it is rechargeable. What you're staring at right there is the function on and off switch, which is located right here. Just a little bit above that is an LED that indicates whether the flashlight itself is charging or has been charged. When it's charging, it's red in color, and when it's finished charging, it's green in color, which would indicate that the flashlight is ready. For those that know about Inova and how long they've been around, they've produced now 4 generations of this model. And the way that differs and how you know that it differs is from the serial number on the flashlight. If I turn this over, you will see this area, and that's where you actually put the flashlight into the charging cradle. Listed as a serial number. As you can see, that serial number does start with the letter D. The very first gen started off with A. The second gen started off with B. The third gen started off with C. And now the fourth gen flashlight starts with the letter D. I've actually owned every generation of Inova, from the first gen all the way to this current one, which I just received yesterday. A couple of things new with this flashlight. They redid the finish on it a little bit. It has a darker, has a bit more of a satin finish to it. On the tail cap, they did engrave the brand name on the back of the tail cap, which I thought was kind of a nice touch. Reflector on the front lens is a little bit different, and then the LEDs obviously different. Side-by-side comparison with the previous generation. This one right here is the 3rd gen, and this is the brand new 4th gen. Again, you can see that the paint, the powder coating that they put on the aluminum, looks a lot better. It's actually darker. Same satin finish, but it's a darker black. On this one, you can see that the front is different colored than the actual housing, so the front end cap's different color, as opposed to this one, which is the same color, which makes it really nice uniform-wise. And on this, same checkering, grip, same on both ends, same switch, same indicator on the LED, and as I indicated before, this is a C, which would make it a 3rd. Now this light, it's obvious that it's beat up. I've definitely taken it through the ringer. I've had some really heavy drops with it. And if you can see the front lens, you can see that it's smooth, as opposed to the new one, which is has a textured finish. And you should be able to see that there. This last one, I'll be selling it to a friend shortly. It's been a great flashlight though, an absolute great flashlight. The first one that I had a problem with it constantly charging. I sent it into the factory and they replaced it with a brand new 2nd gen, so customer service wise I could not be more going back to 4th gen. Lithium ion batteries, which that's simple enough to take this out by removing the tail cap, and then out comes the battery right here, and then that's it. It's a very small battery. Advertised with this is a 5-way switch, which means basically there's one function for off, there's one function for high, and then medium, low, and then strobe. The last generation had high, low, and strobe, so this just adds a medium powered, which I can't remember what the exact lumens are for the low and the medium power, but I do know for the high power it is 227 lumens. Which makes it a very, very, very bright flashlight. I can personally say that, yeah, it does. It reaches out to 150, 200 yards, no problem, and you're able to see that far. That's how far it throws that beam out there. All right, side-by-side comparison. I have 3 lights here. I have the Inova T4, 4th gen, the Inova T4, 3rd gen, and then what I would consider like the standard for the industry, which really, for the time when it first came out, there was nothing to beat it, was the Stinger by Streamlight. This is an XT model which has the activation switch on the tail cap. The Stinger is about 4 years old, 3rd gen is about 2 years old, and the 4th gen is brand new. And basically I'm just going to do a side-by-side comparison of them. This just has a regular halogen incandescent bulb, and these both have an LED module, which that gives you a look at that LED module, and then the new LED, as you can see, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to show basically the beam, or how bright the stinger is, and then directly over that I'm going to put the 3rd gen Inova, and you can see that it's a lot brighter output, a lot brighter. And then from there I'm going to do the 4th gen. It really drowns that light out. It drowns that other light right out. See how much brighter that is? It's amazing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the 4th gen and the 3rd gen side-by-side comparison. And you can see how much more intense this is as opposed to this. A lot more intense. Both of them on strobe. That'll give you a headache. Alright, this is just a plain battery test, and this would just kind of give you an idea of what you're dealing with. That's a Streamlight battery, which does carry memory, and then this is the Inova lithium-ion battery, which does not have a memory. Basically, you could charge it anytime you want to. It doesn't matter. It's not going to ruin the efficiency or the life of the battery. You just charge it whenever. Unlike these batteries, which, you know, you need to run them all the way down and then charge them up and run them all the way down, because they do develop a memory. And if you charge them at any time, it tends to make the batteries go bad quicker.